Hello everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. This week's video is just going to be a simple get to know me video because one, I realized that in the other two videos I have up on my channel right now, I don't even think I mentioned my name or anything about myself or properly introduced myself to you guys. And two, one of the main reasons I'm even vlogging is because I am getting ready to study abroad in Spain, and I thought it would be cool to document my journey. And since I'm officially leaving in 1 week from today, I thought it would be cool to tell you a bit about myself and how I got into study abroad and why I'm going to Spain and, the whole shebang. So hopefully you like the video and let's get right into it. So first things first. My name is Lola Rose DeForge. I also go by Lola. Either or works. I respond to both. And I am a junior at Florida Gulf Coast University in Fort Myers, Florida. I am currently majoring in sociology with 2 minors, one in Spanish and another one in global studies, but I might change that to business management or marketing depending on how my study abroad internship goes. So yes, you heard that right. I'm not only studying abroad in Spain, I'm also doing an internship. I was lucky to find a program that provides me with the option to do both, and I will be completing a marketing internship that focuses on content creation with a small company that focuses on cultural experiences. And I am very excited to gain a bunch of new skills from that and also be able to practice my Spanish, and that's one of the main reasons I'm studying abroad. You may be wondering how a sociology major is going to complete a marketing internship with little experience in marketing. And that's actually one of the cool things about my program. They discuss with you your career goals and the skills you already have and the skills you want to develop, and try to pair you with a company or an organization that will push you to develop new skills you didn't even think you need. So for me, my future career goal is to work in some sort of nonprofit organization that focuses on humanitarian action and possibly third world countries. And what I would ideally like to do in a company like that is be a project manager of some sort, be in charge of developing those projects, those events, coordinating things where I am able to spread awareness or do actual field work in an area with people in need. And so when I came to my study abroad coordinators with that information, they were like, well, we have this internship. It's a marketing internship, but you'll get to focus on content creation, which kind of falls along with what I want to do, and also gain new skills in social media. And just since it's a small company, I will be able to work in all aspects of it and gain a bunch of new skills I probably didn't even know that I needed. And who knows, maybe working in a marketing internship, I'll realize things about myself and change my career and head in a completely new direction, or doors will open for me that I couldn't even have thought of before. But I'm really excited, a little scared, but sometimes you gotta push yourself to grow. So that's how I'm feeling about that. Now let's talk about how I even got into study abroad and how I decided to do it. It's actually kind of a funny story because it all starts in 2020. I was a little freshman in college. It was my very first semester, and due to the pandemic, I wasn't even at my school. I stayed home for the semester, and I was just messing around on my university's webpage and looking at all the different opportunities that were available to me when I randomly stumbled across the study abroad section. And I was like, wow, this seems like something I should do. I remember calling my mom and being like, Mom, should I study abroad? Like, is this something I can do? And then the next thing I knew, I was emailing people, setting up meetings with my advisor, and what was just a simple scrolling of my webpage turned into a dream of studying abroad. And like I said, I started doing this in 2020, and it's 2023 now, so you may be wondering why it took so long. I had planned to go 2 separate times before this, but due to COVID, I kept having to push it back. So after 2 times pushing it back and all that planning, I am finally leaving in a week, and I could not be more excited. it's crazy that it took this long. It's crazy that it started with just a simple scroll. It's crazy that I was just like, oh, I'm gonna do that. And now it's happening. And it turned into one of my dreams. And now I'm going to be accomplishing my dream. And it's just a crazy feeling. But I'm so, so excited to leave in a week. And I can't wait to document my journey and share with people what's going on, because it's just awesome that I'm even getting to go. And I'm just so thankful and grateful for it. Why did I choose Spain as my country of choice for study abroad? So there's a couple reasons, actually. The first being that I knew I wanted to go to a Spanish-speaking country. I have been taking Spanish classes since 6th grade, and I have always loved learning the language. I loved the culture and the people, and I decided to minor in it at my university, and that love and passion for learning the language was still there. So I knew that going to a country where the native language is Spanish, I would have a better chance of practicing my Spanish speaking skills and coming out of my study abroad trip being fluent in the language. And that was one of my main goals for study abroad. Second, for those of you who don't know, I am not just American, I am actually French. It was my first language. I like to say that I grew up more French than American, and everyone in my family lives in France, so I actually have quite a lot of experience with traveling to Europe. And I wanted to study abroad in Europe because that would allow me to be closer to my family in France. But also, once you're in Europe, it's a lot easier to see the rest of Europe and travel, and that was my third key component. So be in a country that speaks Spanish, be in Europe so I can travel Europe more accessibly, and be close to my family in France. So Spain was the choice. And then I chose Seville as my city to study abroad because I wanted to go to a city that was, big, but not too big. And Seville is one of Spain's major cities, but it's not as big as Barcelona or Madrid, for example. And the reason I wanted a smaller city was because I've never lived in the city or city life. So I thought that would maybe make it an easier transition. And then second, being in a smaller city meant less people speak English, and I was really determined to be fully immersed in the Spanish language, which will probably be a little bit stressful later on, but I know that it will probably be worth it because I will get a lot of exposure to the language, which is what I wanted. And third, when I was on one of my trips to France, we took a weekend to visit Seville to see what it was like, and I absolutely fell in love with the country, and I knew that that was a place I wanted to come back to study abroad. So now that you know a little bit more about me, hopefully you're excited for the future vlogs to come. I'm excited. I can't wait to share my journey with you guys and things like my first day of school and my first day of internship and life in the city and an apartment tour and things like that. And hopefully the vlogs will be a little bit more exciting and entertaining for you to watch. And yeah, it's just gonna be an amazing experience. I've been waiting for it for a long time. I put a lot of time and energy into planning it, and now it's finally happening, and it's just crazy. But yes, so I will see you all next week. Probably vlog to you from the plane when I'm on my way there. So yes, thank you guys for tuning in. Bye.